Up next on the Midlife Mafia podcast.
Does tech help or hurt you? What do you think?
It could be both.
It really does.
It hurts the shit out of me.
My toast is connected to the internet. Everything is connected to the internet. And that's why when the internet goes down, we're miserable.
I fought kicking and screaming into the whole cell phone thing. I didn't want people to know where I was.
I was looking for the Yankee game to just put the Yankee game on. So I spoke into it and it was giving me like the World Series from 1996. I'm like, I just want to watch the game right now. Like, what is this? And nobody was home, so you know what I did? I didn't watch it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast. My name is Christy. This episode, Rebooting Life, Midlife in the Digital Age.
Hey, I'm Marietta, and I would pay anything to reboot my life.
I'm Al, and midlife is kind of like a good time to, update.
You think?
Yeah.
A little bit.
The Midlife Mafia is an experience geared towards women over 40. We're going to make you feel powerful, enlightened, and confident about the woman you are and what the future has in store for you. As many people have assured us, we are three very different women putting the Gen X spin on midlife, talking about different things like finance and children and maybe some things that mom forgot to tell you about.
Technology.
Yeah, my mom knows less than I do. Midlife is a time of change. It's a time of reflection, but most importantly, it's a time of growth. It's a time when you can use your past experiences to help guide your future because you've done things, you've learned things, and you have a lot of life left to live. And technology can make that easier or more difficult, depending on
the person.
Yeah, depending on who you are and what you're trying to accomplish.
I think. I mean, for me, like, my favorite tech would be obviously the iPhone. I mean, how can we all say that? You could do everything on your phone.
Mine until I went to AT&T.
I mean, I like to purchase cars based on tech.
Oh, yeah.
I purchase cars based on color.
Don't American cars have the most bells and whistles?
So, definitely not, because I think Toyota is really, really high on the tech.
Oh, is it?
I mean, I think so. I mean, my car now is tech. Techs cause problems, though.
Yeah.
Lots of problems. But, I mean, I look to see look at this feature. Like, I appreciate the feature.
I love my massage chair in my car.
Right. Like, I appreciate it.
I wouldn't drive anywhere. I just sit in the driveway and
I know she always
seat.
loves to sit in the seats.
Oh.
And
it's got lumbar support.
She loves
like
lumbar.
Yeah. I can change mine. You can,
She likes the whole, you could put your things closer to you. It cuddles you, it hugs you.
You don't have to actually go anywhere.
No, you do.
I can't.
But it's
I really
also for
can't.
the safety aspect. Like, you need to lock yourself in my car. But I mean,
And that's because you're going 90 miles an hour down a one-way street. The speed limit is 25.
But the technology that you get in cars, like, I mean, come on, look at all the tech that they put into these things now.
I love my GPS. I love everything.
I'm just thinking of Elle's thinking in her head. I still use a key.
How did you know I was thinking that?
She's like, look at these two jerks.
Well,
But what about
mine
that?
used to be so what my biggest pet peeve of my car is that it used to be a fingerprint. Like, I can unlock my car door as long as the keys are here with my finger. So lately I lock my door, I go shopping, I come back with all these bags, and I go to open it and it locks again. And I know I locked it the first time because I hear tutu. So then I lock it again, and then it locks it. And then I try to open it, and it locks it. And then I do it again, and it locks it. And now I'm banging on my car, like trying to get the freaking thing open. Then I'm like taking my keys out of my bra and unlocking my car door. It's unnecessary with bags in my hand.
I get
And
the
it's
joy out
cold.
of nobody can get out of my car.
Yeah.
I'm like, push the fucking button.
I can't. Nobody can drive your car either.
No, I would never.
Oh, God.
Oh, I like to watch that when they try to bring it through the car wash and they're just sitting there like, what do I do?
Yeah,
It's fun.
that's me. That's why I just sit in the seat in your driveway.
No, but I mean, that's important. And there are a lot of things like with tech, as far as the phones, I mean, you could do whatever you want. I mean, I'm sure the Samsung is a great phone too. We've already discussed that
People
in one
are
episode.
very,
We need our phones. Everything's on this one thing. You pay for your stuff, everything. It's amazing. It's amazing, this thing.
I got to be honest, I love my pictures. I love that I have pictures from 20 years ago in this phone because it was in my cloud. So Androids are good too. I'm just not an Android. I tried switching once. I went right back to Apple.
I don't think I've ever not had an Apple since the Razor.
I don't even know what I had.
Oh, I had everything. I had a sidekick.
Elle never knows where her phone is, so it doesn't matter to
How
her.
could she lose it now? She has it like
Well, now it's on the back of her chair.
pocketbook.
Well, I have to because otherwise I would lose it. That's the thing. It's like I fought kicking and screaming into the whole cell phone thing. I didn't want people to know where I was. I didn't want you to be able to get a hold of me. I didn't want you to have my cell phone number and be able to answer somewhere because I wanted to be inaccessible.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, when you have certain things that you do, yeah, you want to disappear, but I can never live without my phone. If I know my phone's almost dying, like right now it is behind my back, and I'm having anxiety thinking about it.
Well, because you don't have the discipline not to stare at it.
No.
That's why it's behind your back.
Shut your mouth.
But I mean, at the same time, when we talk about all these devices that are good, I mean, I love the whole Alexa thing. I like, there's a lot of... She scares a lot of people, but I love devices. I mean, TV's come a long way.
I can't even turn mine on. It's come such a long way.
It's hard for me to connect the cable box. I don't know what it is. I get in the wrong input.
So I'm going to tell you something. We had my kids, I changed their ceiling fans, like those rustic round fans that it just goes inside, not the big blades. And I love the LED lights and everything. He was like, do you want me to connect this to like Alexa or something? I was like, my kids would think that is the coolest thing in the world. I said, yes. Ask me how many times we've used it.
Oh, no, like my blinds can go up with Alexa. Like
Never.
You do it.
Never.
A lot of people like to do that. I mean, you could say, Alexa, open the front blinds.
I love it. Like, I wanted my kids to walk in and say, Alexa, lights on.
Yeah, and I don't see anything.
It doesn't work.
Oh. It disconnects if your Wi-Fi is not set a certain way. Yeah, Alexa has its ups and downs.
Well, that's the thing about all technology.
Alexa in the face.
When it doesn't work, when it does work, it's the greatest thing ever. When it doesn't work, it's like, forget about it.
And that's where my frustration goes. And that's where I get crazy. I could actually cry when my laptop is not connecting. I'm trying to send an email and it's telling me no internet connection. I'm like, why? It's connected to the internet. I can't deal with these things.
See, I've seen people lose their shit about stuff like that. It's like, dude, like we didn't used to have this. Just do how you did it before.
My toaster's connected to the internet. Everything is connected to the internet. I mean, what do you... Yes, my toaster's connected to the internet.
So what do you say? Excuse me, toaster, can you go in the freezer and get a waffle?
Is it voice activated, your toaster?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's connected. It gives me the weather.
Oh.
Because that's what a toaster needs to do.
I don't know. But it's a good toaster.
I need a new one.
You can make paninis in it. It's a good toaster.
I can't.
I love that toaster, so I don't give a shit. But I mean, everything in your house is connected to the internet.
Well, yeah.
And that's why when the internet goes down, we're miserable.
I'll kill myself. I'll unalive myself.
And that's how it's going to be. Like, that's like the perfect way to take over is just to shut off everyone's Wi-Fi. Just, block it out for an entire city or entire country, and then you're done. No one knows what to do.
I mean, we know when the internet goes down at the business, I want to kill myself.
Crazy, right?
I bought outs. I had to run to get things that we could connect to the computer to run it's insane. You can't work without it. You can't take payments. You can't do anything. So you live on...
But amazingly enough, in 1955, they did. There was a dentist in 1955, and they...
Yeah, it was different. Everything, it's different.
Once you welcome something, everything changes.
Right. So you want everybody to be digital charts. It's safer, this and that. But I'm afraid to go digital charts because of the whole...
Because you could lose everything.
Lose data and stuff like that. It costs us a fortune to back up it, secure it. It's insane. It's not. At the same time, with our devices that we think is your favorite tech, I think the iPhone could piss me off to a point where I want to kill myself.
Unalive yourself, please.
Right.
I've seen people just have that like a visceral reaction.
Panic attack. I've seen my son have one over an iPad.
Yeah,
I take my phone when it doesn't work and I try to bend it because I'm so mad. I'm like, argh! And
that's why all the cases are cracked.
Well, I get very angry.
No, but when you lose your data, you think you're losing. I mean, I get that reminded to back it up. I always forget to do it.
Every night, I automatic backup every night.
I can't do it because it might be 5 minutes that I need the phone that is trying to back up.
Oh my God.
Nope. I'm good.
I'm going to be honest.
I started off at 3:30 in the morning. When I get to bed.
You're the one who says you don't sleep.
I don't sleep. I put at 3:30 in the morning, between 3:30 and 5. It only takes 2 hours to back up. So when I know I'm going to bed, that's when I'll do my backup.
So my question is this. So now that we have these great phones that do everything, do you actually know anyone's phone number?
I know a lot of people's phone numbers.
Do you?
I don't know your phone number.
I don't know yours either.
I know the last few digits. That's about it.
I know the old phone numbers. Like
I know my
kids.
mother's.
I know my sister's. I know Eric's.
I tried to learn Michael's. I think I know got Michael's down to it.
I'm very sad that I don't know my kid's phone number. That really bothers me. I'm like, that's
no,
one of
you
my
should know
projects that
them.
I'm working on.
You
I know.
definitely should know them. Because, you might lose your phone.
It's 10 digits. You can't remember that?
Dude, I don't even know where my phone is.
But you remember what happened in 1955.
No, I wasn't born
She
yet.
wasn't alive.
She was unalive.
My parents were one.
Okay.
I don't even know when my
just know
parents
that-
were born.
I just know that people act like it's the end of the world without technology, and I just would like to think that it's not. Maybe it is, though. I don't know.
So what what devices piss you off? What makes you angry?
I can't turn my TV on. My freaking TV. My son cannot go away to college because then I'll never be able to watch anything ever.
I mean, what I don't like is Verizon now, because I have Verizon for home. And what it does is when you turn your TV on, it goes, TV on, living room. Okay. Then you have to press input to put on the input you want to watch. Input 1, input 2, input 3, coax this, coax. I'm like, shut up.
Well, I fight with my children for not putting it back on the input that I wanted on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If they watch like Netflix, they change everything.
I figured it out now, though, how to do it. But
Oh, I have
It
no
took a
clue.
while.
There's 8 remotes. I don't know which one turns on the TV, and I don't know how to get onto actual TV. Where is my Law and Order SVU marathon when I need it?
There
I don't
you
know.
go. Where's my NCIS
but
New
if
Orleans?
you have Fios, do you have Fios?
I think so.
I do.
So
you can
Fios,
talk
you could
to it.
talk to it.
Yeah,
That's
except
how I find it for me.
except that when you press it, you can't talk at the same time. So you have to hold the button and then let it go.
Is
and
that
say,
too fucking difficult for you?
No, because I forget. I'm holding it. I'm saying, watch NCIS New Orleans. And then it's going, what do you want to watch? What do you want? And it's like up and down. And then I'm like, oh, shit. Let me let it go. And then I do it again. And then it goes.
One of the most annoying things to talk into the thing was I was looking for the Yankee game to just put the Yankee game on. And I don't know the channels at all. Like, I can't even come close to knowing the
Never.
channels. So I spoke into it, and it was giving me like the World Series from 1996. I'm like, I just want to watch the game right now. Like, what is this?
You see?
And nobody was home, so you know what I did? I didn't watch it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
There you
Right.
go.
That's
It
what I'm
is
saying.
difficult.
No, that was then. Now I'm becoming a professional.
Then my guy puts in this Bluetooth shower system in my bathroom, right?
That's a whole other.
Well, so now my mirror's on Bluetooth.
Your poor
My,
mirror.
hold on. My mirror's on Bluetooth, bitch. My
It's already gonna look at
shower,
you.
my rainfall is on Bluetooth, right?
Does it change color?
Yes, it actually does.
That's pretty.
And then my fan, those big round fans, the pretty ones now, that's on Bluetooth. So I'm on the phone, probably with you guys or Maria Gannon, in my shower, and all of a sudden my mirror's
It's
playing
turning
music.
red, right?
My mirror's playing music. This fucking girl's gonna get knocked out. My mirror's playing music. My fan is, I'm getting Maria talking, or you guys talking out of that, which is outside my shower stall, so I can't hear her. And then my rainfall is just changing colors. And I'm like, I must be living in the Stone Age. This does not happen to anybody else. So then
Nobody wants that in the shower.
That sounds like a lot of work.
annoying. So annoying. I just want to take a shower and get the
So you
hell
should
out.
just turn the Bluetooth off of one of them.
I wouldn't even know how to do that either. I don't know how to do
I'm
that
sure
either.
you can. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm sure you can do a lot of things.
I don't-
Well, it's the same thing. If I say Alexa in my room, right, the hallway goes off because I have Alexa everywhere.
I would punch everybody in their face that lives in that house. There would be no walking around. I'm done.
You would
My-
punch Angelo?
No, I love him, but I'm just saying it's annoying. It's too much. I can't deal.
But
Yeah,
you're-
but when I have
you
a
set
question,
it up
they
that
answer
way.
me.
You set it up that way. Not everybody has a Bluetooth in their shower.
I didn't set it up. My guys that did it. My guys did
You
it.
told someone to do that.
You purchased it.
No, he did. He purchased everything. He said, "Would you like a Bluetooth?" I said, "Sure." I don't know if the fucking Bluetooth is. I thought I could. Listen.
You gave the okay.
I did.
And that's an important thing about technology and midlife is you can either keep trying to learn or give up. And if you give up, you're going to be like really sorry. You're
I'm
going to
not
be way
giving up.
back.
I'm not giving
No,
up.
I'm not
I'm
saying
gonna
you
learn.
are. I'm just saying learning is how you, the only way to even remotely manage it. Although my son can't go away to college. I'll never be able to watch TV.
You just find every excuse for him not to go away to college.
Yeah, I think you are.
Well, I need to watch
He
TV
cannot
once in a while.
go because of that.
Yeah, well,
I can't.
I mean, just it's sometimes with technology, you need it. You
Yeah.
know, and as much as you don't think that you do, or I can get along. You say the Stone Ages, but right now you can't be in this world without it.
I can
Right.
never live without it. As
No,
much
but you
as I
can't.
hate
You
it,
actually can't be in this world without it.
no. All my work is done on computers.
I mean, you're paying for the subway like that now.
Yeah, you're right.
You right. It's everything. You need to tap your credit card or whatever. I mean, in the same sense, I don't trust digital so much because I feel like they're gonna steal your numbers every 5 minutes. Which
They are.
Look, fraud has been worse than it's ever been right now.
Horrible.
Horrible, and you never know. But I mean, we need it
Even you can't put a quarter in the meter. Is it a quarter?
now. This ID and me,
What's
For your
that?
taxes?
no, everything.
Oh, ID me?
Everything is asking me to do this ID and me.
What is that?
So it's it's to protect you though, it is.
Right.
Because only you can have that password or whatever.
What? Can someone
But you got to
explain
remember it when
what
you
it
get
is
to the
me?
next thing.
So when I filed for my taxes when it first came out, that was something that you had to do for the IRS, IDME. Now it's like everything's doing it. I don't know, it just
Even to renew your driver's license.
Yep.
So it's like a safety code thing that.
So you have to give them certain points of ID, and then it stays unfileable for you.
So your fingerprints aren't enough anymore.
So basically, my ID that I was trying to renew, I still had to create an ID
Yeah.
in me. So, and I forgot the other day was something else that I needed it for banking. I think now
I didn't need it.
it's voice activation and all this stuff, but everything's connected to this ID in me now.
But I didn't need it, but yet I can't get my new business banking on my phone.
Right.
I can't Zelle. By the time I finish with Bank of America, they're gonna owe me a lot of money.
But I remember when we the business for the podcast. It took 2 seconds. I called the guy. He set it up. Remember
Yeah.
the banking for the business. I mean, look, you can go in and sit in the branch too and
I
get it
did
done.
3 times.
Oh.
They
Well,
gave me a $300
I
credit
think
so far.
something's wrong with your fucking phone.
I'm going to unalive it.
It's actually starting to annoy me.
Preston, you better be calling me, honey, because I'll be paying you a visit at BJ's every day for the rest of your life.
I actually went kicking and screaming into the whole cell phone thing. I didn't want to be found. I wanted to be able to use the excuse of there was no phone around. I couldn't call you back or something. I want to be like, leave me
Hell,
alone.
you still don't answer the phone.
Leave me alone. Leave me
I was
alone.
sleeping.
How many times last night did we try to get you? Like 3 or 4.
I'm like,
I'm like, let me just text her that we need to get her on the phone.
let's just relax and like
But
chill.
how do you feel about social media and the social media world?
I love it. I like my scrolling. I like knowing I could see my friends that I went to high school with and see if they had kids. I'm a nosy person. That's why
You're very nosy.
I am.
But I mean, everything that appears to be online is not the truth.
Right?
Most of
but-
the time.
But a lot of it is.
My kids are perfect.
Oh, well, my kids are. No.
I mean,
No.
like everything is great. My marriage is good, this and that. Well, not mine. But
Neither is
you know.
mine. Neither is mine, honey. She's going to get kicked right now. Pick it up.
I actually took a step back from social media, which I feel very guilty about since we're doing a podcast and I know I should be all about it, but I don't know.
I had to do it. She's gonna die. Can you reach the phone?
No, it's all right. Finish. It's
Oh,
all
God.
right. I don't need it.
Really? All you do is gamble on it. Why do you need it?
I was receiving a phone call.
From who?
You're doing a
That
podcast.
could be my client.
It was
or
a-
my children.
Was it a Tinder?
I don't know. I don't do Tinder.
So we were trying to set up Kate on Tinder. You know,
For a date?
I didn't know how to use it, so I was swiping it the
She
wrong
kept
way, and I
swiping it
kept
the
on
wrong
getting
way.
yeah. But that shit's crazy. There was like 2 men looking for a girl. I was like, Kate's ready.
No. It's very dangerous. You got to be careful. Those are
Right.
dangerous things.
No,
I'm
she
sorry.
deleted the app the next morning. She said, I
Thank
deleted
God.
it. I didn't know what she was talking about. She was like, I deleted it, and I'm like, what?
It's
What
a
did you
very
delete?
easy way to prey on, people.
I watch a
or
lot of
children.
those shows, NCS New Orleans, Law and Order.
Mhm.
It's very dangerous. You're living in a very weird world.
They
Very
just they
scary
take
world.
true stories on Law and Order. They do.
Doom. Yes, they do.
And you really don't know who's behind the mirror when it comes to that, you know? Like, you don't know who's the person really is.
Well, catfish. Catfish.
Yeah, the catfishing, that show was great because it, showed you that it was all these psychos.
I mean, I think it was kind of interesting, though. I'll be honest.
People do crazy things.
They do.
When you can't see them, they do crazier things.
To me, I'll be honest, the social media and dating, I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, there wasn't social media. Actually, no, I think I met my husband on AOL. I'm not.
You've got mail.
Right. But I think that it's no different than meeting the person in the bar. Like, you have a few drinks, they could have slipped something in your drink. You don't know who you're going home with.
You have no clue.
You don't know that person unless you're meeting somebody.
Going home with them after you met him in a bar.
First of all, Elle, that's you, not me. But that was definitely you.
This is terrible. You guys are horrible.
But what I'm saying is you don't know that person. So unless you're meeting somebody to date through somebody, if I say, oh, I got this person for you, obviously then your husband will kill me. But I got this person for you, then that's different. But they could still be fucking crazy.
Oh, yes, they could be.
Everybody's different behind closed doors. So it's not, which is the whole social media point I'm trying to make.
Right.
Just because you see something doesn't make that person great.
Right.
And that's what sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to believe a lot of the things because it's too picture fucking perfect,
It does
white
turn
picket
you into
fence,
a
and I don't
skeptic,
like
for
that.
sure.
But they're also doing a lot more things. I notice like nowadays, even like they say, like Sean said, I was walking Roscoe and I found $100 bill and I was like, what'd you do with it? He goes, well, I listened to you and I didn't pick it up. I was like, good, because they say that this is the new trend that somebody's out, like they'll drop $100 bill and you'll bend down, your guard is off, and then they come and they take you. So it's very.
Well, I thought they leave it on your windshield. That was like one of
I
the
don't know.
things.
I just get nervous. Don't pick up the $100 bill off the floor. We don't need that $100
So they say
bill.
it's a mock to throw you off your game.
So you bend down to pick it up, then they clock you and put you in
Well,
the
I tell
trunk
you
and
the
they
truth.
take you.
If he's walking Roscoe, that person's dead. So
That's like some 1960s poison razor blade apple on
no, but they
Halloween
do
shit.
they do say that. But I mean,
scary.
But that's what I'm saying. The people in the world are all crazy. You're not gonna know. So Tinder's not gonna make a difference. I don't think.
Well, it gives you more access to more people. So statistically, you're going to meet more crazy people.
Well, what was the other one that they pulled off? Craigslist.
Plenty of fish.
No, Craigslist.
Yeah,
they had
took
taken Craigslist down
because they were trafficking people on
Hold
it.
on. Craigslist, though, I don't even do it for real estate anymore.
I
because
bought my
I didn't
house
even
on
know it
Craigslist.
existed anymore.
I bought my house on Craigslist.
Let me tell you something. I got a lead off of Craigslist. I'll never forget it. And I went with somebody, thank God. When we got there, it was a setup. So I stopped using
Well,
it.
they said that Craigslist is used for a lot of things like that. You're going to buy a car, meet up somebody to buy a car, and then they're stealing the car instead of giving
And
you
they're
the money
killing
for the car.
you.
Right. But we should
Not
look into
worth it.
Craigslist if there's jobs.
No, they took away
jobs.
they still have.
So what am I looking into Craigslist for?
No,
I would look at it, but I don't have a phone. So
they still have. I think they still have jobs. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I bought a house on Craigslist. I sold
Did you
it to-
really?
Yeah, my house that I'm living in right now.
She never saw it.
buyers beware. Don't ever buy a house off Craigslist.
It was
Did you
the
use
best-
a realtor?
No, it was the greatest thing we ever did.
That's
In
the type you like.
They had a contract with the realtor and it was about to expire in 3 weeks. So they showed the house and they said, he's not doing anything for us. So just wait 3 weeks and then we'll meet you. And he said, okay.
And
That's
that's
disgusting.
because they wanted the apples. I learned.
Did you pay in
those apples.
What?
Did you pay an apple?
I'm learning listening to her on the phone.
I don't know what cash. Oh, no.
I don't do these things.
We bought it normally. We bought it through a mortgage company. However you buy a house. I don't know. I was pregnant, so I wasn't really paying attention. But I do know
Which
that.
is why she wasn't there to sign the papers when we
Right.
closed.
Because I was like puking my guts out.
That's what you get for trying to cheat the real estate agent.
You don't need a real
Well, is
estate
it
agent.
really
Craigslist
cheating?
is
Let's not get
great.
into that. That's
Thank
a
you.
whole nother issue.
Thank you. I'm just saying, I saw, and it's funny because I saw the ad in Craigslist said it was very brief and there were no pictures and it said,
Well, there wouldn't be pictures on Craigslist. Oh, Craigslist is online.
yeah, there
I'm
would
thinking
be.
it's a newspaper. My bad.
but it
Go ahead.
said like, it said 4-bedroom home, 100 yards from the ocean, must be pre-qualified for a mortgage.
How'd you find that listing, though? Who had it listed on Craigslist, the owner or the realtor?
No, the owner. So I thought it was some old, little old lady who didn't know how to use the internet.
Listed by owner.
Yeah, so I thought it was, because it had no pictures. It was very not, elaborate or, no pictures and everything. So we called them and they said, are you pre-approved for, I said, go get pre-approved for whatever. So we did. And we went and saw it. And we've been living there for 22 years.
Homes, I would say to use a realtor.
Absolutely.
Like for a house. I don't know so much for an apartment, but apartments, I don't think it matters.
You know what the problem is? Landlords, it's not what it used to be. It's not as easy as going up the block, renting one, and then all the neighbors come out and say, hey, I have one. And then you just shake a hand and you're done. They want everything. They want your second born, your DNA. The landlords are
but there's no reason that you can't. My landlord over here when I was on 71st Street, one of my bank accounts, one of my pay stubs, one of Danny's, that was it. Handshake, goodbye.
It's horrible because
sometimes that realty fee is difficult for a lot of tenants.
I agree.
But and when it comes to the house, the bottom line is the bottom line.
Exactly.
Right. So that to me, I understand. I understand what a house, I don't want to go through all the paperwork. I don't want to have all this stuff. You have to get your own appraiser then and everything, right? For her.
No, well, if she's going to do a mortgage, the bank will get the appraisal.
I mean,
you don't do that. You do nothing, but you go.
We actually offered them $50,000 less than they were asking, and they took it.
How long ago?
Because it was apples.
No apples. Stop it. How long ago, Al? You're in your house many years. 22 years. Okay. Real estate was a lot different then than it is now.
No, but I see houses for sale by owner.
Oh, yeah, you're going to. Listen, they want to save. They save. You have to remember something, though. They're also not the same. You need somebody. You wouldn't do a will without an attorney. You wouldn't you're going to jail. You're going to hire an attorney, right? You want somebody you could trust.
Well, unless you want to go.
No, normally realtors are people you trust. And that should be something that is admirable. You need that. You need that.
No,
you can't go to bat without somebody. Back then, it was different. My parents didn't buy a house with a realtor.
Bottom line is, if Elle goes and the house is $850 and she gives them $700 cash, they're not going to go through a real estate agent. They're just going to sell it because they're going to claim how much on paper.
They just needed to sell their house because they had already bought another house.
You don't need a realtor to do that if you're just going to exchange.
You don't need a dentist either.
Right, but you do. I need a dentist to operate a business. But I'm just saying, in the same sense as sometimes you give it a shot with the owner directly. I get the reason, but to me, a lot of people don't have that kind of money to just go buy the house. So you might as well just go through mortgage companies and let the realtor do it. But rentals, I have to say, sometimes the landlords are just as crazy.
This is a very hot button topic for Marietta.
No, but I'm being honest. But you have to understand I'm being honest.
And we're telling the world this.
No.
Don't use a realtor.
No, we're not. I think that you kind of understand, though. The house is very important to have a realtor. But sometimes, do you know every single landlord you rent the apartment? No, you don't. If I call you tomorrow and say, Marietta, I want a place and I want it in Dyker Heights, you'll get me one.
Absolutely.
Doesn't mean you know the landlord.
No, but you know
go
what?
to your contacts first.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. You're right, except I'm one of the only realtors that my landlords, whether I know them or not, and my clients can call me for 10 years.
Right,
they have.
But I know you walk away from a lot of money for yourself. I know that you are, but there are people, and you've dealt with them in the business, that will definitely screw you over.
Absolutely.
And there's tenants that screw you over.
Absolutely.
They'll say, they're showing you somebody else's credit for, right?
Absolutely.
And then you got landlords.
I don't use them. I do everything myself. And it depends on who, no matter what you do, your due diligence is to your client, and your client is who hires.
And I think, my opinion, the homeowner should be paying the realty fee.
Yes, if the homeowner is the one hiring you.
But I still think they should be responsible. If you want the correct tenant in, you want somebody screened to be in your house, then you got to pay the realtor to find them. If not, you know what I would tell them? To go fuck themselves. There was places that I looked at a place where they said, you got to run your own credit check. it's 100 something. Fuck you. You want to check my credit? Then you pay for it.
I check everybody's.
Let me ask you a question. Does this extend to like cars? Can you use Carvana and not be in trouble? Like, is that?
I wouldn't know. I'm going to be honest with you. You take a chance anytime you buy a car. A used car, because it could be fine. 2 days later, it could be dead. With a new car, you could have that problem.
Yeah.
So why,
I had that with Michael. We bought him a Jeep from a friend. It was from a dealership, but it was a used car. And you know what? We took it off the lot and
just had problems, right?
It cost me a fortune.
That's what I'm saying. You could be driving the car today and it's fine. I mean, that's one of the things I say is a very risky thing. Sometimes it'll cost you more than if you actually leased a car. At the end of the day.
Leasing, yeah.
Buying a car and then insuring it is a lot of money. Then you having to say you pay $5,500, you wind up putting $3,000 in. Was it worth it? I mean, right. You get that.
I'm not even thinking right now.
Oh my God. But of course you're the best real estate agent. I'm telling you the truth.
So how has the internet changed for you? Like the apps and stuff, like what did you start off on? The first website I ever went on was eBay. And I think that's still pretty much the same.
Yeah, eBay is your favorite thing. I order everything on eBay.
I've never really been on eBay. I think I want to try a pair of sneakers.
In dental, it's very cheap on eBay. Because you have to buy in bulk. In these places, they're American. But buying overseas now gets stuck every time you try to buy stuff. But I'm talking about like hand pieces and mechanics. They're made in China anyway.
And they put all these new sites out like Temu and all this shit. I
Well,
can't.
Temu is like an online dollar store.
Yeah.
Right. So, although some people, they swear by it.
They do, but I can't take that spinning thing says you're going to get 90% off. And then by the time you put your card is like $700. Where the hell's my percentage off? I'm done.
I think those wheels that come on, I think are always viruses. Because they come on a lot of weird sites.
It's only on Temu and it tells you how much.
No, I've gone into websites and it's on there, so I won't spin. I swear they're getting my information.
I'm a gambler. I like to spin.
God.
I like to see what I've done.
I understand. I like to spin, but it's not going to work. It's like a little difficult.
No.
But again, social media.
I go on Facebook. I mean, I post on every site. Not that I know what the hell I'm doing. I don't. Not a clue. But I like seeing all my old people.
But like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
What's the other one?
A lot of people use Reddit. I mean, I use it for information, but I don't really.
I think Reddit is very helpful when you want like an honest opinion.
I've never tweeted, but I have X, but I don't tweet.
No, there's four. There's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. The YouTube. I like YouTube. I watch the videos.
That's my
favorite.
favorite.
One of the best one was Pinterest.
Oh, I love. Oh, that's where I get my nail designs. I go on Pinterest.
I didn't even know they still had it.
Absolutely.
I think YouTube is my favorite because anything it started for me with music videos. You can watch any music video.
You could catch up on something that you haven't seen.
Yeah, and then you could learn how to do everything. You could put your screen door back together. You can put a gumball.
Of course, we like
together.
YouTube the most. Well, we have our most followers.
I know that, Chris. Thank you.
I have to explain it. You're not tech savvy.
I get it. I have the button right there. We see the button. Big button. YouTube. Thank you, YouTube.
No, I like YouTube.
I like YouTube. I like watching the videos. I like doing that.
I don't like the commercials, though.
Yeah, that
I won't pay that extra fee. I won't pay it.
I like but I do love Pinterest
or something because I don't get commercials.
You kids, I think, wanted it.
Oh,
you have the YouTube.
Whatever I have.
It's weird because you find a lot of good things on there. I mean, I think most of the recipes come from there. They could be longer. What is the limit on Instagram? 3 minutes?
No, they went up. Instagram went up. The videos, how long the length?
It's 10 minutes.
1 minute.
I know TikTok is very short, right? TikTok is very short.
No, they changed everything.
Yeah, you could do several minutes.
So why do people cut off the video and then put it into part two?
I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't like the person that puts a recipe on part 1 and part 2 and you got to find
they
part
don't
2.
do that. They used to do that.
10 minutes? I've never saw a 10-minute video on.
Yeah, all new. It's all new.
Yeah. But what's the reels? I'm talking about I watched the whole Judge Judy episode.
That's longer than 10 minutes.
Like I watch a lot of the episodes and I'm like, stay tuned for part 2. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how to get to part 2. And I want to know what happened to the person.
Those are in the shorts. I know. You don't watch it when it says part 1 on the bottom. I scroll now.
Well, now they don't do that anymore. Now you get the whole thing.
No, people do it for the factor of getting you to go back to their page, right, Melissa? That's actually a thing now.
But it's still going on? Because somebody
oh, no, I saw one the other day.
Somebody just went on and said, now I'm glad that they upped it and now we can do more. We have more time.
I think it's to bring you back to the page or wait till tomorrow to get more clicks onto that one, right? That there's some things like that. I've seen it. And it's not... Her hand is talking for her. I don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, I think that the social media is a lot of, like I said, phony. But I think also... Also, I'm very impressed by the influencers on it that really can get all this attention from people, you know?
I still am in shock about that. I'm still in shock about some of the influencers. I mean...
Social media makes us feel good.
I love it. I love it. I love
know that we're on it.
Yes. I'm saying I love it.
And then there's times where you don't.
Yeah, well, when I look fat.
No, like somebody said, what was the bad one we got the other day? That I think me and her laughed so loud.
The best comment we ever got. It says it was a comment on one of our episodes, I think, or one.
It was one of yours.
No, it was one of the episodes.
Mafia. It was a comment, and they wrote like this is why they shouldn't make podcast equipment available to the public.
I think it's funny.
I mean, that's brilliant.
I wrote to Mike. I responded back, brilliant.
It is. That's a very funny thing. That made me laugh.
I'm not really laughing. You guys can laugh for all of us.
It didn't have anything about...
Why does it sound... Who cares? If somebody took their time out to do that, fuck them.
Keyboard warrior.
No,
you know what I say? We got the engagement. Check.
They took their time out to write something really funny. I thought that was good.
Listen, I also feel like a lot of things with social media and these little girls and little boys and these kids and the bullying, and I think it's horrible. And I think people don't know what their children are doing behind the computer screen.
No, the worst part is I think that most of them do.
I got to tell you the truth, it would be a shocker to me if my kids ever did. But I would unalive my children. I would fucking kill them.
Do you have any friends that post their kids' picture inappropriately? I've seen it. Like their young daughter is wearing a very skimpy thing.
I've seen that too.
I've seen it, and I'm like, whoa.
I don't really think so. None of my friends really have young daughters. They all have boys, and if they dress them in skimpy, I would kill them.
But I can't believe that they would repost it on their page. Is my point.
No, some people don't realize. They think it's a proud moment for them. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. My son in college, I'm proud of my boys. My Sean graduating, I'm proud of them. I will post their pictures every day. My Tommy, I'm proud of all my children. So I feel like you guys and all my friends should be, because I'm proud of your children too. Like if your kids do something good, I'm not looking at you as gloating and, showing off. No, this is your family now. Social media is now our family because it's very hard with everybody's schedules.
But that's why I say you keep it personal. You block your page and you only allow people into your life that you can. Like, I'm a big fan of that. Like, your page should be private.
I'm not private. Everybody.
Well, I mean, if you don't want your kids are grown
it.
now, but I still have a 9-year-old, and I don't think it's appropriate for anybody to see them.
But aren't they your friends that are seeing them?
But that's my point I'm trying to make.
Oh, so is my account private? It might be.
This
it
goes
might be
back
private.
To learning about social media.
It might
private meaning nobody can look at your page.
Understand what
just
you're
the
doing.
people that are your friends.
Right. You're probably not because your real estate is mixed. Remember you have that.
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
It just expands the whole.
So you probably aren't, or maybe that's your problem.
It expands your reach. It expands your audience. You can have like friendships based on the internet for people that you don't really know. If you play an online game, there's gaming, and then
I don't know if I would want that.
I don't know about that
if
either.
I would want to be friends. But I'm going to tell you one thing: if God forbid you ever needed, like
a real
it's hard for you to really just deny somebody. Though,
no,
because
I would never.
Right,
I would never. But if somebody actually saw some of my posts and said, "I just went through the same thing," and I would love to talk to you, I would pick up that phone and not think anybody was phony. And I would listen to what they had to say, because sometimes you just need a friendly voice. And I'm not saying I can't talk to my family. My family knows my struggle, but sometimes I feel like I'm so strong that I don't want them to know I went downfall.
There's times I've asked you and you're like, I can't tell my phone. Like, you don't want to. 'Cause sometimes you don't want to hear it.
No.
You don't
No,
hear
but
it.
even like Tommy, sometimes I feel like next year I'm going to be a mess. So it's going to be 10 years, you know? So every day you wake up and you're always full of heartache, but you move on because you have other children and you have a career and you have family and you don't realize what you're doing. But you go home and you're alone and you don't realize that those people that actually lost children too are alone. And just like me, I don't like to talk about, I try not to because I don't want people to think, Marietta, you're stepping back, right? But so I don't talk to my family as much as I want to. But it would be nice to like maybe speak to somebody else that went through the same thing I did.
Of course.
No, it's very nice to have.
And some people don't have other children that they live on for, so it's struggle,
So
right?
that's why I'm alive.
And
Because
the
living
internet
off
really opens up your eyes too. Like
There you
sometimes
go.
if there's some symptom that, you have and somebody else has that symptom and it turns out that there's someone in, another country and you can learn. It's very educational if you use it that way, but it can
I
be,
think so. I think
Yeah.
the internet can help a lot of people.
it can.
You find things, even like things to buy. You're like, oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. You know,
all day long. That's why I'm broke. All day long. Now, so does tech help or hurt you? What do you think?
Both. It depends how you use it.
It could be both.
It really does.
It
depends.
hurts the shit out of me.
It hurts my bank.
It
account.
hurts my bank account. It hurts my
It stresses
everything.
you.
It makes me not sleep because I can't stop without listening to the end of that story.
Oh, Dartmouth, what is it?
Dartmouth. What is it? What is
The
it?
feel-good stories.
I love when they help each other. The little fat girl, and then she turns out to be the owner of the store's daughter, and she wanted to see if her employees were mean to her.
What the hell is she talking about?
I know what she's talking about. It's like a bad after-school special.
I love it.
From
So-
what was those? Like, Channel 7 after-school specials?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it Dartmouth? No.
It's something like that. I mean, I'm not sure, but I've seen some of them. The homeless man got the job. They traded up.
And the guy watched his son at the hot dog stand so he can go put a shirt on. Oh, I love it. It makes me smile.
And the barber that cleaned up the guy. To get
It
him
makes my heart
He was so
smile.
handsome.
Didn't she
really-
go to Hallmark Con?
Hallmark Con. Yes, I love my Hallmark shows. I have so
That's what I
many
thought.
pictures.
I don't even know who's on it.
You don't either. But the important
The
thing is,
husbands.
I think that when you have kids, I think you have to teach them the responsibility that comes along with the internet. I don't think that you should just hand them the internet.
No, like Angelo says, Mom, in order for me to do this, yesterday this actually was, I need to be 13. I said, I guess you got to wait.
There's a reason why they put ages on things because obviously you're too young.
I'm like, what exactly are you trying to do? And he's like, well, I want to go into this room. I said, but obviously that room is not for you. And we control it, so he has to ask me or Michael to do it. So, but I mean, it's scary. The internet with the children is scary. The video games are scary.
Scares the shit.
I was like, who the fuck is that? I was screaming. Who were you talking to? It was somebody's father. I don't care. I shouldn't go on there and talk to your
You don't
kids.
belong.
Right.
You don't belong there.
I don't care if your father
They're
plays
playing
VR.
Roblox. You don't
I don't
belong
care.
Yeah, that's weird.
I find it to be weird. Now you'll never go to their house. I'm just saying. I don't trust it. I'm sorry.
My kids too. I was like, Sean, who are you yelling at? And this was years ago. And he's like, oh my, I made a friend in India. I'm like, hang it up. Click off. I don't care what kind. If you're not here, why are you playing with them? You have a pen pal? No.
Well, then pretty soon no one's going to be able to write because we're all going to be talking into our phone and it's going to be transcribing everything for us, so we don't need to learn.
You can do that now.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
I
Like,
think she was being sarcastic.
no,
I'm like, wait, you can do that now.
No,
I do it every day.
That's the risk. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's the dark side of it is that there's a big temptation to lose your abilities and your skills at things by making it too easy to not use them.
And I think the dark side of the internet is just being very careful where you meet people and
The
what you're
hacking.
doing.
I think also the hacking and your information getting stolen.
I'd
is,
rather you steal my information than steal my children. So,
Oh, no,
you
I
know
get
what?
that.
Dark side to me is with all this social media, meet me here. Let's be friends. I'm 13, but you're really a 50-year-old fucking crazy creep
Yeah.
that's trying to take my
Or
children.
meet me here, or meet me, or my mom's taking me to this place. Meet me. I mean, I've seen a bunch.
Well,
of
do
things
you want
like
to see my little puppy? Because that's still out there. That was just an episode on Law and Order. Meet me. I have a new puppy, and you're 50 years old, and you're a
Marina
freaking
writes all
freak.
these Law and Order episodes down, so she makes sure she tells Sean and Michael not to do it.
I do. When you get gas, if there's something on your car, don't touch it. Call somebody, get help over because they're there. They're going to follow you home. They're going to track you. I'm like, I'm going to have a heart attack. My baby took his car to PA. I want to kill myself.
He's been there for weeks.
I know, but when he doesn't answer me, I have a heart attack because I feel like somebody kidnapped him.
It's probably because you don't give him money.
Oh, God.
I learned how to use Western Union, people.
That's what I'm
On
saying.
my
You've been
phone.
affected really badly with the, putting
Well,
numbers.
I had somebody rob my money, then Sean's money, then now Michael's away at 4 hours away at college, and they robbed his
And
money.
how did they get that? Through this whole new change of the cell phone?
No, I think really because Michael's online buying games, Sean's online buying games, and
Yeah,
me
but-
because I'm just a walking fucking mess.
I mean, I'm a strong believer in not putting anything on your debit card. So, that's the downside. But the games, I don't think the games would do that.
Who knows
I would have gotten
anymore?
hacked a long time ago.
Who knows anymore,
We don't
I think
know.
it's like you could walk past somebody personally.
Yeah, and they have a scanner and they pick up all
I
your
personally
information.
think that, it's always in your bra.
You need a bra
I have
with...
padding.
No, you
There's
need
no
one
way
of
they
the-
can get through
You
that.
need that material that they make wallets out of where you can't scan.
Yeah,
through
she's
the
gonna
computer.
she's gonna invent the one that's in the bra.
I'm going to get the Madonna thing, like a virgin thing. The pointy.
And the tussles.
Whatever works.
You can't steal my car.
I think that's it. That we're gonna do a challenge. Who can spin them?
We're absolutely not going to do it.
I'll do it with me.
I'm not.
I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to Aruba. See you later.
God, I would do it. Fuck.
Oh, God.
Well, I think that we summed up most of technology problems.
Yeah, it's good if you know how to use it. Just like everything else, it can be abused, and that'll lead you into an area that you don't want to.
And we yeah, keep going.
No, I'm just.
I thought you was done.
My turn next.
But we'd love to know what your thoughts are. If you love social media, if you hate it, what you love about it, what you hate it, drop a comment. Let us know.
And we like that you are watching social media right now. That means a lot to us. Thank you.
Welcome to the family.